Hello students, welcome to my channel. In this session we will be taking up how to convert a given statement into equation, second part of the discussion. In the first part, we have taken up few examples, a few statements and then converted them into equations and solved the problems. In this session, we'll take a few more examples and then see what are the various approaches in converting them into equations, and then also finally how best we can avoid writing equations and solve problems more by logical approach. We will discuss that. First question here. In a zoo, there are certain number of peacocks and tigers. If the number of their heads is 80 and the number of their legs is 200, find the number of tigers and peacocks respectively. Right, students? You can pause the video and try on your own, then come back to this and continue watching this. Students, if I say let the number of peacocks is P, let the number of peacocks is P, number of tigers is T. Now, if the number of their heads is 80 is the first condition. How do you convert this condition into equation? Number of their heads is 80. See, you have P number of peacocks, T number of tigers. Each peacock has got how many heads? One head. What about tiger? Tiger also has one head. So, what is the total number of heads of peacocks? Means P into 1 P, T into 1 T. But total heads is 80 means you can have P plus T is 80. First part. Second one, students. If you look at each peacock has got how many legs? 2. And what about tiger? 4. So, what is the total number of legs? Means 2P plus 4T equals to 200. Now, you know how to solve these two equations. If I take two common, students, 2 into P plus 2T is 200, or I can say 200s. You can see P plus 2 is 100. Let's not write more and more steps, students. P plus T is 80. What is the difference between these two equations? P goes 2T and T. As I said, let's reduce the number of steps. 1T equals to how much? It is 20. Because 2T here, 1T here, the difference is 1T. 180, the difference is 20. P is common. Once T is 20, students, what about P? P is 80 minus 20, 60. Can you say it or not? 80 minus 20, it is 60. Right? Okay. Or you can see 60 plus 20, 80 satisfied or not? Yes. This is one way of doing it, students. As I said, we'll discuss different approaches. Other way of doing it, students, suppose if the number of peacocks is X, number of tigers will be 80 minus X, can I say, students? How? The total number of their heads is 80 means, it's another way of telling you that total number of peacocks and tigers are equal to 80, right? So, if peacocks are X, tigers are 80 minus X, and peacock has got 2 legs, tigers has got 4 legs, I can directly write 2 into X, 2X plus 4 into 80 minus X equals to 200. You can see, students, 2X plus 320 minus 4X equals to 200. What happens? If minus 2X equals to minus 120, or I can say X equals to 60. Once X equals to 60, if this is 60, what will be this 80 minus 60? 20. Can you say it or not? Yes. So, this is another way of doing it, students. So, here I have two unknowns and two equations. I have tried to have two equations here. Here I'm trying to keep it to one variable and then keeping it to one equation and solving the problem. Anyone is okay. And now let me tell you, students, how I can say orally. Students, there are 80 heads means there are total number of peacocks and rabbits are 80. Suppose if all 80 were to be peacocks, how many legs they will have? If all 80 were to be peacocks, how many legs they should have? Each peacock has got 2 legs. 80 into 2, 160 legs you should have. If all 80 were to be peacocks, they will have 160 legs. But how many legs are there in the question? There are 200 legs. That means how many legs extra? Come on. How many legs extra there? 200 minus 160. How much it is? 40 legs extra. That means there are 40 legs extra means all 80 are not peacocks. there must be a few tigers. Students, each tiger will have 4 legs and each peacock has got 2 legs, means each tiger has got how many legs extra compared to a peacock? How many legs extra each tiger has got? 2 legs extra. One tiger has got 2 legs extra. There are 40 legs extra, means then how many tigers must be there? Every tiger adds 2 legs extra to the total. How many tigers will add 40 legs extra to the total? Means, students, I can say 40 by 2, 20 tigers. Out of 80, 20 are tigers, means the remaining 60 are peacocks. This is how I can say. No, I haven't written anything. I repeat, if all 80 were to be peacocks, 82's 160 legs I will have, but 200 legs means there are 40 legs extra. These 40 legs extra are the extra legs the tigers are carrying. Each tiger will carry 2 legs extra. There are 40 legs extra, means how many tigers are there? Means 40 by 2, 20 tigers are there. If 20 are tigers, remaining 60 are peacocks. This is the third approach. See, I have discussed 3 approaches, right? You can note down in the following question, we have a similar one. We will try again those 3 methods. Are you ready? After writing this, you come to the next one, please. There are 25 notes of rupees 200 and rupees 500. Their value is 8,000. How many notes of 200 are there? Students, again, I will not solve the equation in detail. I will just explain you. If there are X notes of 200 and Y notes of 500, 200 notes I have X, 500 notes I have Y. But total how many notes are there? 25 notes, means what is the first equation I can say? X plus Y is 25. I am talking about number of notes. This X and Y are the number of notes. Okay. But X notes of 200 means what is the value? One note is 200, students. If I have 2 notes, 200 into 400. If I have 3 notes, 200 into 3, 600. If I have X notes, 200 into X, 200X is their value. If I have Y notes, 500 into Y, 500Y is the value. But total equals to, students, what is the value? 8,000. You can cancel 100 both sides. I can have 2X plus 5Y. If I take 100 both sides is 80. Students, I know X plus Y is 25. What I can say, I want how many notes of 200 are there? 200 I have taken X. I need X value. Cancel Y. I have 5Y here, students. So I have Y here. So if I multiply this with 5, what happens? 5X plus 5Y is 125. If you see 5Y difference, don't put minus and all that. You can directly say 5 to what is the difference? 3X. The difference is 45. So X is 15. You know, you can solve them detailedly. Now, the other approach, as I said, is you need 200 rupee notes. Let them be X. So 500 rupee notes will be, total notes are 25. So if they are X here, the remaining notes will be 25 minus X. Right? And what is the value? 8,000 means how do you write? X notes of 200 will be 200X. And 500 rupee notes 25 minus X means 500 into 25 minus X equals to 8,000. You know how to solve the equation. I will not take your time for that. You can get X value again as 15. You can solve that. And what is the logical approach I said, students? Come on. Again, there are 25 notes. If all 25 notes were to be 200, there will be 5,000. 25 into 200, 5,000. But I have how much money? 8,000. How much extra I have, students? 3,000. So one 500 rupee note compared to 200 rupee note, how much extra I have? One 500 rupee note has 300 rupees extra. Yes or no? One 200 rupee note, one 500 rupee note. How much extra? I have 300 rupees extra. But I have 3,000 extra total, means how many notes of 500 rupees will be there? Means 3,000 by 300. I have 10 notes of what? 500 rupee denomination. But I am not asking you 500 rupee note. I am asking you 200 rupee note, means, students, if 10 out of 25 notes, if 10 notes are 500 rupees, remaining how many notes? 25 minus 10, 15 notes will be of 200 rupee denomination. That will be my answer, right? The third approach, as I said, students, in this third approach only, students, another thing I can say is, look at this. If I take all 25 notes were to be 500, My answer will be 12,000, 25 into 500, 12. See, into 200 is easy. That's why I started saying 25 into 200. If all 25 notes were to be 500, the value should be 12,500. But their value is only 8,000, means how much less, students? 4,500 less. That means all are not 500 rupee notes. There must be some 200 rupee notes. One 200 rupee note compared to 500 rupee note, how much less? 300 less. For how many notes it will be 4,500 less, means 4,500 by 300. How much it is? 15. So there are 15 notes of 200. Directly you can get it. The third method only I am telling you in two ways. Taking all were to be 200 or all were to be 500. Anything is okay. Right? Okay, students. Let's take one more similar example. This time I expect you to say quickly, right? Let me take students. In a class there are 50 students. Each boy contributed rupees 35 and each girl contributed rupees 40. If the total contribution is rupees 1,850, find the number of boys and girls in the class. Yeah, as I said, students, if the number of boys is B, number of girls is G, what is the equation you can write? 50 students are there, means B plus G is 50. First equation. Next, each boy contributed 35 rupees. Each girl contributed how much, please? 40 rupees, means what is the total contribution? Is 35B plus 40G equals to what is the total contribution? 1850. This is, you can solve these two equations to get B and G. I will not get into that. You know how to do it. Second approach is what? You want the number of boys and girls individually. If I say boys are B or boys are X, girls are, total how many students are there? 50, 50 minus X. And each boy contributed 35, each girl contributed 40, means what we write equation? 35 into X, 35X plus 40 into 50 minus X equals to 1850. You get X value, that is boys. From that you can find girls. Now what is the overall approach? Students, if I take there are 50 students, if all 50 were to be girls, each girl is contributing how much? 40. What is 50 into 40? The total contribution would have been 2000. If all 50 students were to be girls, each girl contributes 40 rupees. 50 girls contribution how much? Means 50 into 40, 5 4 20, 2000. But total contribution is how much? 1850. That means how much less contribution I have? 150. Why there is less contribution? Because each boy is contributing less compared to a girl. By how much? Each boy contributing how much less? 5 rupees less. One boy contributes 5 rupees less, but total contribution is 150 less, means how many boys are there? Means 150 by 5, 30 boys are there. Out of 50 students, 30 are boys, means remaining 20 are girls, I can say. Right? Or the second logic, I mean within this second thing, what I can say, if all 50 were to be boys, 50 into 35, 1750 should be my contribution. You should be good at calculations. But my contribution is 1850, means how much extra I have? 100 rupees. Each girl contributes how much extra compared to a boy? 5 rupees. One girl contributes 5 rupees extra. How many girls will contribute total 100 rupees extra? Means 100 by 5, 20 girls. Out of 50, if 20 are girls, 30 are boys. Like this, you can think differently, students, right? So these are the approaches. So when we go to alligation rules, average mixed alligation, I may tell you one more approach for this using alligation rule. So we will discuss that the same question there using alligation method in that averages mixed alligation module, right? We'll not get into that now. Okay, see, as it is, you have 3 different approaches, students. Like this, if you start thinking, you get different ideas, students. The key is be open and keep exploring. How else I can do it? How else I can do it? Can I do it differently? If you push yourself like this, I think you get some quicker methods, students, right? Thank you. In the one more video, we will meet. In the meantime, if you have any queries, you can always mail me at sr.gorentla1@gmail.com, or you can also reach me at Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn at srgorentla, right? Thank you.